Okay, on the road. What am I doing today? I'm going to a rental house. Of course, the day is half over. This running your own business, especially having a, I guess you'd call it a YouTube business also. I spent the morning going through emails, typing emails. Today I made a video live. It means I just published it. It was previously edited and uploaded, but I got to get a couple fine details done on upload day as far as keywords and end screens and descriptions and other things like that. So the other thing that occupies a lot of my mornings, emails from China. As a budding YouTuber, just about to hit 40,000 subscribers, there are a lot of Chinese companies that sell through Amazon. It's really in depth, all the Chinese factories over there that produce so many trinkets and whatnot. But there are small online businesses only that operate through Amazon that reach out to me every day to promote specific products. And I turn down 99% of them because, well, they're just strange things that I can't use. And I figure if I can't use them, you can't use them. So I pass on 99% of them. Okay, so I just got here. I remembered I've got some video footage of the first time I looked at this project. So I thought I'd put that in so you can get an idea of what it's like when I first show up to a house and what I'm looking at. As I remember, there was some commentary about what I'm seeing. So look at that, and I'm gonna go get set up and get busy. Here's another shot of my setup here. Just checking the comments today. We've already gotten, I don't know, maybe 50 comments on a video in the last hour that I just uploaded. You can see, I'll start with these over here. Damage. These are actual real structural pillars underneath there. This is the worst one right here. And what I need to do is pop this base off and look at the integrity, even though that does look like a pressure treated post made up of 3 or 4 2x6s. This thing on? Good. Okay, so you can see there's no rot on this pressure treated at all. It looks like it just needs to be rewrapped. What I'll do is I'll take pictures of this and send it over with my estimate. This is what they look like now, several months since I first looked at them. It appears that they're made out of a cardboard. Yes, definitely cardboard. And my goal is to have these stripped in about 20 minutes. You can see the actual integrity of the post, still in good condition, held up slightly off the ground with that metal post base. here's what I'm working with. A lot of staples. The cardboard is just disintegrating, which means it's going to take longer to remove all this stuff, which is all right. I got time. Ones like this, I'll just hammer in. Ones with cardboard underneath them, like this, get pulled out. Kind of tedious, but necessary if I want to get some sort of board to go up over this flush. Okay, I'm on to post number 2, and I wanted to get your opinion. What do you think? This is a tract home. That is a tract with a T at the end, not a track like a racetrack. A lot of people on in the comments aren't pronouncing it right. It's completely difference between a track and a tract. So this is a tract home, and this is clearly not any sort of exterior grade material. It's a veneered composite, like a Luan. Of course, it's backlit. There you go. That's a better shot of it right there. The center portion is all mush, cardboard mush, with a extremely thin veneer on both sides that is this wood grain. Never would you use this on purpose. So is this a shortcut made by not the builder, but the siding contractor? Back in the, I'm not sure, I haven't looked this house up. I would say late 90s, early 2000s. So this has taken me 2, maybe even 3 times longer than I expected. I expected things to come off like they came off this board here, where the staples simply just pull through the board and there's nothing left behind. This one here came off in about 60 seconds, and it would take me another 60 seconds to hammer in all these little staples. The problem is they've been coming out like this, where I got all this stuff stuck underneath the staples, and you just can't hammer that in because there'll be a bump there, and the siding I put over this won't go in smoothly or even.
Alrighty, hold on, let me get you set up here on the old dashboard. Oh no, just filming and driving. It's gonna kill us all.
Okay, clean the lens, wipe the sweat, show me peanut butter in my whiskers. Off to the Home Depot. The 3 of the pillars are 6 5/8 by 6 5/8. The top trim boards, I tried to retain those and save them to use as templates. Go this way? You can go this way. Get lost in suburbia. They won't work. I mean, there was no rot at all, 0 rot. The thing is, unless I use that cheap 1/4 inch Luan again, I can't reuse them. Most likely the siding that I replace it with is going to be thicker than the stuff that was up there. So I'm going to get trim boards for the top, trim boards for the bottom, siding for 4 posts. The 4th post up against the house was 6 5/8 by 7 3/4. I'll have to work something out with that. First thing I do is I'll bring in a piece of this scrap and take it to the paint department. Where am I? I think I go this way. Yes. And have them match up the paint. Then I'll go find my wood, just try to be as efficient as possible. I eat my lunch while driving. Am I on the right road? Well, we'll find out. Gonna tap into a white monster. Need all the extra energy I can get today. There's days where you were just on your game, you're thinking clearly, and you're very efficient, and you're moving fast. And today is not one of those days. So hopefully a little bit of caffeine and all this mumbo jumbo vitamins and whatever will help get me moving faster.
Okay, I am all, this thing on, all loaded up.
The materials is $182.63. And I think, I didn't even look at the estimate before I left this morning, but I gave an estimate, like I said, months ago. 2 months, 3 months ago, it was wintertime. It's $1,200 to $1,300 is what the estimate is. It's pretty windy, so I'm not sure if this is going to come up or come out on camera. These here, I've had these one by one going down the highway fold up and break on me. Snap, snap, snap. I'm not taking the highway. I've got it strapped down pretty close to the front, so I don't think I'm going to be peeling these back one by one for them to snap off, but I will be watching out the window to see if these things start going like this. Hopefully I only hit maybe 30-35 miles an hour. So I just got to the house, didn't lose any of the siding. Looks like the tenant is home, and it's the lady of the house. And she's taking pictures out the door of the posts. Not sure why she's doing that. But I gotta go fast. I've got about 5 hours to work before it gets too dark. I will have to rip these down. These are 8 inches. So I'll cut them to height. And then run them through my my table saw and just go like hell. The way I'm going to do it is wrap them first with siding. Then I'll do the trim around the base, and then the trim around the top, caulk and paint. And let's just hope it goes smoothly. Update, it's been 51 minutes and I have the first 3 posts sided and caulked, and the portion you're going to watch is the last post, so you'll see how I cut the siding, nail it, caulk it, and then it's on to trimming them out. So it's going ahead of schedule now. We were delayed by you and I were delayed by how long it took us to take it off. We caught up by putting the siding on it. But still, we're not out of the woods as far as still going fast. It's when you get to this point and you think you're ahead of the game, something comes up to bite you, and you got to stay focused and not get daydreaming, or else you'll do something wrong because you're trying to work fast, and then you got 2 hours to repair and go buy more materials because you messed up. So we're gonna top. This is the second one of the day. Feeling better. So yeah, let's go wrap the next post. Look at that wall. Wonder what's crooked, the wall or the post? I don't have time to find out, but it is going to be a pain in the you know what. It's 8.5 inches. I'll probably end up putting a trim piece in that corner there. Okay, here is the that thing I was telling you about. Look at that. So now I'll trace this out and cut it. It's not gonna be fun. Just gotta do a little more shaping right here. We are maxed out. This is where this is the full thickness of the board here, and grows and grows and grows. And I got to do that again for this side. Okay, before I wrap this up, these are all metal posts. You can see in there. And this piece of wood, this piece of wood, and this piece of wood are nailed to that steel post with the ram set. And so they're not very tight. I don't know if you can see that. They're not uniform in their shape. You can see the last person had to do some serious shaving with, looks like a sawzall, to get this thing somewhat straight. Here's a big dip in here. I'm not sure if the camera shows any of that. But right now I'm going to use my planer and clean this up a little bit. This is where I beat the staples in so that my blades wouldn't hit it, but this is all super smooth and perfectly flush with the siding now. You see that? Perfect. There you go. Can't be too loud out here in the burbs. So I'm cutting it short. It's 99% done. These custom cut pieces, let's see, were the biggest hold up. Couldn't use the old ones as a template. I didn't get it done in one day. Obviously, if I started at 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, I would have been done. Probably would be done right about now. But that's just how it goes. On days that that I have to upload. I've been trying to upload like much, I don't even know what I'm trying to say, more than less. So what I should have done is given myself one more day to do the edit and the upload and all the other business that goes on once the video is uploaded. Okay, all the wood is in. I just have to caulk everything and paint it. Most of it's already caulked though.
Yo voy a cantar esta canción, yo voy a cantar esta canción para mi gente. Con una pasión tan fuerte. Ay, 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 ay. Ahora sigo cantando y sigo gozando. Yo sigo cantando y sigo gozando.
This is just to give you an idea of what the rest of the house looks like as far as nail holes go in the trim and in the siding. It is finally done. I spent an extra hour just going over it with a fine-tooth paintbrush, just checking everything, making sure that it looks better than any other place in the house, cutting it in real tight and sharp. Cutting these things was not fun. They go, this beam thing here goes all the way through, and each one of those trim boards had to be notched all around it. So this is the trim piece that I put in there. It's actually just a piece of siding, this type of siding up here, put in tight to conform to this huge bow in the wall, or I think it's the wall that's curved. And here comes the rain. Alrighty. So the last step is to send pictures. Got to send pictures to the property manager. He does not want to drive all the way out here to see all this. That's how it goes. Every day there's a new project, something just like what you saw me do. It changes all the time. It is interesting being way out here in the burbs. Don't hear gunshots out here. I've got a scanner app actually on my phone, and I'll hear gunshots at night and quick turn the scanner on, and I'll hear the cops talking about gunshots reported 4 blocks away. That's what it's like in the city.